live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
The topics.
All
right. Now the NFL has gotten out of control with these roughing the passer penalties. You know, it's been happening over the last few weeks, ever since Tua, you know, his hit on national television.
His second one, yep. That Thursday night game, yeah.
You know, where he actually was unconscious.
Yeah, it was sad. He's talked about it since. You saw that?
Huh?
Where he came out
and said he did.
Yeah.
I didn't see everything he said, but I know that he said that he was unconscious.
Yeah, he was like, he doesn't remember anything like up to the point when he was at the hospital.
Oh, wow. If I'm Tua, I am retiring
Suing
the NFL.
Suing. He ain't gonna retire because that's that love of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he ain't going nowhere. I know that's not happening. But yeah.
I think they're making it impossible to play defense.
It's gonna be flag football. We just put a flag on people.
They know that people are not gonna watch that, and I guarantee you, look, because you know they're introducing that for the Pro Bowl.
Flag football?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please. So funny then. That's what that was my thing. I felt like we were getting to the point where football is gonna look like the Pro Bowl every game.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be able to touch. I mean, like it's ridiculous. I mean, so y'all know, I kind of put some of this content together. We were going to record this last week, so this was big news last week because 2 games the Sunday before where it was calls where you were like, wait, what? Like the Tom Brady call, Brady Jarrett with the Falcons, and then the call with who was it? Yes, was it the Bengals? Might have been the Bengals and the Chiefs. Was it the Chiefs? I know it was the Chiefs because it was Clark. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Frank Clark.
Frank Clark. It was Frank Clark. So I believe it was the Bengals. But either way, it was 2 calls that were absolutely ridiculous. And I feel like the NFL said, fine, y'all want to make a big deal about this? So what we're gonna do is just make this really ridiculous, right? Tell the refs if it gives the appearance of, then call it, because those 2 calls were not roughing the passer calls.
Mm-hmm.
According to what the rules say roughing the passer is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of them. And I'll have to say this, it just made me dislike Tom Brady even more that he got up actually complaining. You play football, dude. What do you think they're supposed to do?
That man almost 50 years old.
Well, he needs to go sit down if he's not going to be okay with playing football, because Brady, it wasn't malicious. It wasn't over the top. In fact, he rolled him on top of him. So what is it exactly? If your bones can't take it, go put those bones in a chair.
Yeah.
But don't have the league making special accommodations because you're geriatric. That is not their problem. So go play senior football. Don't do that.
They got like little leagues you can go in where nobody will hit you and you can just throw the ball.
NFL people can invest in that if they'd like.
Mm-hmm.
They can do, you know what? Somebody from the former NFL player or somebody they need to do a version of the Big 3.
Oh, and it'd be like a 7-on-7?
Yeah.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
Like
somebody need to do that, just a version of the Big 3, and it just let people who've retired from the sports come back and just play. That'll be fine. People will watch.
I think so too.
People will watch. So yeah, this is garbage. This was garbage. It makes it not fun. And I'm like, I know as a defensive player, how do you feel when you see?
I mean, it's frustrating, you know. being someone who I've always felt like there was a slant in the calls against the defense, and that the offense would kind of get away with a lot. It's just frustrating to see. It's like, I understand that we're trying to protect quarterbacks and we're trying to protect defensive players. But if we're going to do this, then like everybody, let's go home. Let's just go home. But you aren't going to.
Let's just go home.
Yeah,
okay.
You're still making billions of dollars. It's just like, man, I can do without this.
If we're not gonna be able to watch football, and let's not do football. Like, I feel you, because no, and I watched today on purpose. Like, as I was watching football today, I was really paying attention to when defensive players would get to the quarterback, and you see this almost hesitancy in them to, like, they're making extra. Well, now I'm worried for them in their safety, because you're going to do so much to try to keep this quarterback from getting a call on you that you're doing things to your own body that are putting you in danger. Like, it's crazy. I can't remember, was that it might have been this, what game did it was the Bucks and Panthers game. And I watched the D lineman from the Panthers sack Tom Brady, and how he was literally like trying to hold himself. It was just crazy.
It's too much.
Really.
It's too much.
Anyway, it's too much. It's too much, and so I appreciate the NFL and the NFLPA for trying to protect quarterbacks, like you said, and defenseless players. I appreciate that, because nobody wants to see these. I mean, we see too much of the after effects and the horror that it brings for so many of these players with these head injuries. So I appreciate it, but I feel like, again, the NFL is kind of like a spoiled child saying, "Fine, y'all want to. We just gonna take it over the top then," kind of thing. Like, what? Like, that's not the answer either. There has to be some middle ground somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
And Tua's thing wasn't malicious either.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, it wasn't malicious. It's just your head hit the ground. I mean, it's a part of I don't know. Maybe they need to do better with the helmets. I don't know, but like, don't put this off on defensive players. Anyway, that's how I feel. Anyway. Okay.
All right, Devante Adams. He pushed the photographer. This was almost 2 weeks ago now, on Monday night versus the
Chiefs.
And so that was the game. That was the game. He hit. That was the quarterback. Frank Clark hit that quarterback, and that's when we got the call.
Okay. Okay. That was Derek Carr. Yeah. Okay.
Derek Carr. Yeah.
And
so Josh McDaniels stands by his actions. So now he's banned from an amusement park in Kansas City. And he's charged with a misdemeanor assault charge. You can't come to an amusement park.
That part.
Okay. Your own Kansas City people don't come to your funky little amusement park.
I saw that and I fell out. I said, "Are you serious? Like, do y'all think y'all really punishing him?" I mean, maybe I don't know the backstory. Maybe this is like his favorite park in the whole world. And so now they feel like they've done something because they banned him from it. But that was hilarious. I'm sorry. I am not making light of what he did. No. That reaction, however, is hilarious to me. You disappeared. Look, you disappeared. Yeah. But he.
I mean, I feel like it was an
emotional reaction.
Huh?
It was an emotional reaction, not but just emotional reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's misdemeanor worthy. Or
listen,
I think the dude is probably playing it up because he's gonna want to sign. He just signed that big deal. Let me get some of that money.
Of course, that's what it is.
I think
of course he's using it's opportunistic. That's what he's being opportunistic. Like, oh, he pushed me. I mean, let's be real. Like Frank Clark got a misdemeanor charge for tackling the dude who came on the field. Like what?
Yeah.
How the police should tell them to go home. Don't come here with this foolishness. Because the person, especially the one who charged the field, you really want to do this? Because we need to charge you.
Exactly.
Hello. That's trespassing. So.
Exactly.
That's like I watched this episode of Cops years ago. What this lady called the cops? I laugh at this every time I think about this. She called the police. They come and she's like, I need y'all to help me. And they were like, what's wrong, ma'am? She said, they stole my money for my crack. When I went to pay for it, they didn't give me my crack. Wait, ma'am, you called us because you think we're going to go in there and get your crack? Are you serious?
At least get my money back.
So this is the same thing. Like, how dare you come here and talk about, but he pushed me or he tackled me. You were in the wrong.
Yeah.
It was just too much for me. But this whole Devante Adams thing, he apologized. And that should have been enough. I feel like, because in the midst of, who isn't going to be emotional and you in their face? Like, it isn't like you were just off to the side and he just saw you, he just pushed you. You were literally like in his face as he was walking through the top, like.
Yeah.
So it's like, move, get out of my way. But you know, it's not the average person saying, move, get out of my way. This is somebody who plays a sport that requires that he's strong. So when he said, move, get out of my way,
it's gonna feel
a real different move. Like, you gotta move. So
and he's a multimillionaire. So
well, that's the opportunistic part. Like I mean, either way, I think this was just one of those stories. I was like, all the way around, he's wrong, this dude is wrong, and this part is definitely wrong.
Watch that part gonna mess around and go out of business. Oh no!
Oh God, that was so funny to me. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay.
So my owner.
This gonna be your favorite subject we talk about, I'm sure.
My owner is fighting back against them trying to take his franchise, and they are going to potentially vote to remove him as owner. Now, let me tell you why it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because he knows where the bones are buried.
That's what I said, because of the dirt he got on everybody.
And if you think that out of all them emails they found, that the only ones that are going to incriminate someone is the ones that came out from Chucky, then you're sadly mistaken. And I know he got them somewhere on a hard drive, and he's just ready to let them blow. Oh,
he's been coming out with little snippets. Like, I know he came at Jerry Jones already.
Oh yeah, but then the owner, Jim Irsay from the Colts, said something, and I'm like, Jim Irsay, you used to do drugs and stuff. You might want to relax.
Just chill. Relax. Settle down.
Got some pictures of you with some hookers and cocaine.
Your ex-man.
Oh, don't do that. Don't you do Marion Barry that way. Man, but
woo.
I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think they'll be able to oust him that way.
Well, if he doesn't get ousted and it's because of that, then there needs to be mutiny somewhere, because then that says to me, again, all of these owners need to be vetted. NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, I don't care what sport it is, MLS, all of y'all need to be vetted. Like, there needs to be some serious scrutiny of each one of them. Listen, if I go out to try to get a job today, they gonna go through my background like I'm going to be the top level of clearance for the government.
Yeah.
Okay? But you don't need that to actually own one of these, actually be in these high powered, like, it just seems
Not when you're a multi-billionaire.
So I feel like, hey, if it takes him spilling the beans on everybody for everybody to get they have to answer for what they've done or not done, or then I'm okay with that. And I feel like that it shouldn't be that you're gonna bury anything just because, and keep this man who obviously has been an absolutely horrific owner in the league to keep your bones in the closet. No. So basically he's gonna blackmail him into making sure that he keeps this team.
Yeah.
This is like mafia stuff. Like, what are we talking about? It's crazy. But anyway.
Well, I'm in favor of it because I'm in favor of him spilling the beans.
Oh, me too. I want everybody dirt out there because I need to know what you really feel. Because that's the real deal. Like, that's the part that I feel like, even what's going on with the Suns, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, no, we need to know for real how you really feel.
Now, you know what I'm hoping and what I believe will happen?
What?
I believe that if they do this, I believe he's going to come out with some information about Colin Kaepernick.
And that'll be awesome. I hope so.
That whole collusion.
I hope so. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Now,
I'll be down for
Epstein, then we really know something's up.
Yeah. No, I'm ready. I'm here for it. So I hope that they go all the way.
Yeah.
I hope it goes all the way. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't. I don't really care. Like, I don't.
Right.
Now put the cameras on me. 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 Put the cameras on me.